shed up there making some crazy noise. Yeah, we're about to get a storm. We're about to get some rain or something coming right up. But yeah, what happened on the porch was Ken was walking by, and he walked up to two people that were sitting back there in the picnic area, and he started talking to them, and I'm out on the balcony, you know, and I hear him say, stray cats. He says, I don't want to bother you guys and stuff, but have you noticed that there's a bunch of stray cats around here? And they said, yeah, you know. And he said, well, you know, I know this is weird, but can I get your number and everything? Because I'm going to do a lawsuit. And I thought, oh, shit. He's going to do a lawsuit against me. So that's when I got my phone and started recording. And the black guy got all mad. He goes, yo, what are you doing? Let me see your phone. Let me have your phone. And I said, no, you can't have my phone. He goes, well, I'm going to call the cops. You can't record me. I said, you're in public. You don't want anybody recording you in public? Get out of the public. And I guess he thought because I'm white and he's black, and I was just trying to shoo him off my porch or something. And, you know, I said, my issue is not with you. And I turned the phone off. But when I continued to talk to him, Ken walked underneath the breezeway and back up into his little cubby hole. And I said, my issue is with that guy, because all I heard was lawsuit. And he's been taking pictures of cats on my front door. And then he's talking about getting you as witnesses. So guess what? If he can record me, I can record him. And I said, you know, you're in a public. You're in a public place. You have no right to privacy here, you know. If you want privacy, go somewhere else. I don't mean that as like, you need to go away, I'm an old man and grumpy and stuff like that. It's like, you're on my back porch. I'm on back porch. I can hear you talking. So you have no privacy. I mean, if I had a ring cam, it would be picking up your entire conversation. You know, so don't get mad at me when I'm recording you when you're talking about something. You know, I can understand why people get mad, but hey, you know, and that's where it comes to right. You know, yeah, maybe I may be in the right, you know, but if a guy's sitting up here, I told him, I said, I can understand, you know, if you sitting there, you start recording me, and I'm on my balcony, and I'm talking to my girlfriend or whatever, and we're having a conversation, you start recording it. I can understand how you would get upset with that, you know, but, or I might get upset with that, but again, if I want to have a private conversation, I've got a house, I can step right into it, you know. But anyway, he was very cool about it, though. I mean, he didn't get all upset. He didn't escalate it, and we just talked it out. Man, this is like the wind's coming up, and that's the way we should do things, you know, is try to reason things out. If you've got a disagreement, an argument, talk about it. Try not to trigger each other. It's easy to trigger somebody, you know, and yeah, I'm in the right that I can record whatever I want from my balcony, man. I record lightning strikes out there, you know. I'm not spying on people, but if you're having conversations that I can hear from inside my house, it's not private. You're not having a private conversation. And if I happen to have a camera in my hand, well, then you might know that you're being recorded. But hey, you've been talking loud enough anyway. It wasn't private. Anyway, yeah. That's how things can escalate. Look at that big wall cloud there. And then all these up here. But yeah, I told him, I said, look, man, I know the world is crazy right now. I ain't looking for no beef, you know. But that guy is giving me issues. And you just gotta protect yourself, you know? I mean, legally protect yourself. Somebody was whistling. If they're whistling at me and they want to talk to me, they can. But I got my camera and my flashlight and a La Pistola in my back pocket if they want to get funky. It's not the best area to carry a pistol. Front pocket would be better. It can't be seized from behind you in the back pocket. But back pocket's good enough for what I'm dealing with right now. Anyway, yeah. Life is crazy. You don't know what's gonna go on, you don't know what's happening. Things can change in a heartbeat. That's why it's good to have a body cam. I didn't have it on, but they wouldn't even have seen it if I would have had the body cam. I just haven't had my cell phone. But still, it ain't right. It ain't right. People trying to jack with me. It ain't right. Turn on that flashlight. Well, I got him. I put his food in the cage, and I got him. I mean, after that confrontation and them talking about lawsuits and stuff like that, I can't have Buddy sitting by my door, and he wasn't sitting by my door, he was sitting out in the concrete, but I lured him in because, thanks to a viewer, I might be able to adopt him. I'm going to talk to the maintenance guy. I just texted him and told him that I had Buddy captured, and I sent him a picture, and it's 6:30, so he should be here pretty soon. That was another cat lover guy down there named Don. He calls Buddy Yoshi, so he's known Yoshi. He's known Buddy for a long time, like me, and he said, "What? Tell me who he is. I'll slash his tires." I said, "No. Tell me who he is. I'll get him." You know, and everything. I was, "No. We don't want to do it that way." And yeah, he agrees. The guy's pathetic, but he's calmed down. He just realized he's in a cage, and he can't get out. Sorry. You were in prison. Yeah, so here's our situation. I did a camera, a body cam thing of it, but I'm gonna basically do this on the cell phone to tell you just a little update, and that is, if I would have captured Buddy this morning, he would have already been off, to the shelter. But because I waited until, he left early in the morning, I wasn't ready, to capture him. I wasn't ready to say goodbye. I wanted to give him one last day of freedom because it was going to be nice and warm and sunny, which it was. And then I figured he'd come back at night and I could capture him. Well, the maintenance guy said, call him anytime, he'll come pick him up. Then when I tell him I've got the cat, he goes, the shelter doesn't open until probably 9 o'clock tomorrow. What should I do? And he goes, let him go and we can capture him again some other time. And that's when I called the maintenance guy and I told him, look, Ken was out there on I was out on my balcony cleaning dead leaves off the balcony, and there was a black guy and a white guy who had been sitting down there, minding their own business, talking and stuff in a picnic area. I don't even know what they were talking about. I don't care. But Ken, allergic boy, had walked by with his laundry and everything, going to the laundry thing. And as he was coming back, he walked over to the people on the gazebo and he started talking to them. And he said, Have you guys noticed a lot of stray cats and wild cats around here? And they said, yeah, yeah. And he goes, I don't want to sound too formal or familiar or anything or strange or weird, but could I get your phone numbers and everything? Because I need witnesses. Basically, I'm gonna do a lawsuit against and all I heard was lawsuit, and that's when I got my cell phone out, and that's when I did that short. I put that video up there, and the black guy, got all offended that I was recording him. Well, I'm recording. I talked to the black guy afterwards, and I said, look, man, my beef is not with you. It's with this guy up here. He's been videotaping and taking pictures of my front door with cats on it, and now he's talking about lawsuit, and that's why I whipped out my camera. I don't care who you are or what you are, or whether you're a resident or not, If the guy's videotaping me, I'm going to start videotaping him, especially if I think that he's going to have a lawsuit against me. And he said, well, he was talking about a lawsuit against the complex. And I go, okay, good, thanks. But the guy was reasonable. We both could have escalated it, beyond that. But my beef's not with him. He got upset that I was recording him. I said, look, man, it's my back porch. You're in a public place. I can record anything I want out here. You're talking loud enough that if I had a Ring doorbell camera and stuff, it would have picked up your entire conversation. You don't have a right to privacy when you're in public. And you're talking so loud that I can hear it from my balcony. That's just the way it is. You don't have that. You may think you are, and I can see how people would be upset, but we basically talked it out. I told him, look, my beef is not with you. I'm not trying to record you. Like I said, I was recording your conversation with him because it involves me. It may involve me in a lawsuit, and if he's going to have his version of it, then I'm going to have my version, but it's going to be backed up by evidence, not he said, she said. And if I would have had the little body cam, they'd never seen me recording that. I could have been doing everything and just had it sitting up there on the thing, and they'd have never seen it. But it worked out all right, except for now, the maintenance guy is not going to pick up Buddy until tomorrow morning. So I've got to, because when I was finished dealing with all that, Buddy's sitting out there on the concrete, and I know he's going to come up and hang up by my door. And this guy's already talking about lawsuits and all this crap. So I thought, if you guys want this stuff taken care of, well, here's one of the issues. I already got rid of one of them, the mama cat. So now we can get rid of Buddy if you want to get rid of him. And he's like, oh, well, just let him go, and maybe we can catch him again some other time. I said, no, I am not going to do that. I said, if I let him out of this cage, I am not going to try to capture him again because I know he's not going to fall for it. I said, you're going to have to capture him with one of those traps because I'm not going to do it. This is your chance. If y'all want me to help out and everything, I've got him in a cage. I shouldn't leave him in here all night, but I mean, he's not like that. If he has to go, he'll go right there in the cage if he has to, but I don't think he will. I don't think he'll need to. I think he'll be all right. I'll try to sneak some water in there for him. But, they're desert creatures. They can go for a while without water. But I'll put some, I'm going to put water in there anyway because I don't want them, to be thirsty and all that. But a lot of times all they do is just knock it over. They spill it. But, yeah, he's quieting down. I'm going to put some more blankets in there, and then I'm going to turn the TV on, and I'm going to turn it down low, not real loud. And yeah, that's just what it is. I'm going to go down there and talk to Mary. Poor Buddy. You just don't understand. It's cold and windy out there, Buddy. But where you're going to go is going to be warm. You'll be taken care of. And maybe we'll see each other again. And if we do, I'm not going to let you go. If I get you back, I will not let you go. But I have to let you go right now. He came close. I came close to just letting him go. You know, they were saying, well, you're just going to have to keep him for 12 hours. I'm like, oh, man. He's going to wake up in the middle of the night and cry. He's already been doing it, clawing as much as he can out of the cage, trying to get out of it. I don't want to put him through that for 12 hours, but I was prepared to, like, I'm just going to go to sleep with him in there, and I'll just try to reassure him whenever he gets upset that it's okay. But now, if they get here within an hour, that'll be all right. She'll pick it up, and I don't know if she'll take it to a shelter, but at least she'll take him, because they're going to take him to a shelter tomorrow. Anyway, I didn't know there's a little drawer here that you can put food in through. There's a little prisoner feed drawer here I didn't even know about. Didn't even know that. I know, buddy. It's all right. It's okay, buddy. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay, boy. It's gonna be okay, kitty boy. Yes, it's gonna be okay. I feel the same way you do. Except I'm not in the cage. Well, let's have an update to the Buddy situation while I'm doing this. Buddy is now in a car, heading to not a shelter, but a foster home. There's a woman. I talked to the landlady, and I told her the whole situation, what went on, and I said, she said, well, the shelter's full and everything else, and they're not open right now, but she's got a woman who does foster care for cats, foster home, and she said she just have to have the cat for a couple of weeks to see if it gets along with her cats, and then they'll try to adopt it out. And I said, look, if it doesn't work out with that, I want him. You know, I'll adopt him and everything. I'll come up with the money. I said, I just don't have the money for the shots and the neutering and all that other stuff, but I can come up with the deposit, you know, and whatever, you know, the increase is on the monthly fee. But so that's what's going to happen. She's basically going to take him over there. I guess they're going to get him neutered and his shots and all that other stuff while they're at it. And then if he doesn't work out, at least, you know, they know she knows me. She knows where I live. And they're in contact with me. And I might be able to get him back. Either way, it's better for Buddy. Is that blood? I don't think so. I don't think I bled on my handle already. I might have. So yeah, it's been an exhausting day. I thought I was going to have to hold Buddy here until the morning and put up with him crying and being in that little cage, and oh my God. But it works out all right. So thank you everyone, you know, who's helped me with this, and you, all of you, you know, just by listening to this and watching this have helped me. Your comments and stuff, I really appreciate it. I haven't been able to get to comments lately because life's been crazy. Life's been crazy. But things aren't always as bad as you think they are, is all I can say. You know, there's a silver lining to this, and it's not as bad as it could have been. So I'll try to get back to knives. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.